Okay, it's not playing. All right, so that was a fucking big disaster. Welcome everybody to the.
Bad. Let's just get into it.
Let's go.
Fucking A right. That's about how this season starts off, motherfuckers. Welcome to this episode. What episode is this, guys? What number are we on?
I don't remember. I think
episode
5.
That's what it says in the top corner there. Episode 5 of Birds on Tap. We got Al, Sig, Steve, and myself. My name is not Dallas Sucks, but that's what you can call me. And real quick, before we get into all the crazy, silly football topics, tonight's opening kickoff is brought to you by Cutter and Cannon Spirits. Cutter and Cannon is the true team spirit of drunk Eagle fans everywhere. So we are going to go ahead, and I am enjoying a tasty beverage by Toasty Roasters. Toasty Roasters is up in Selinsburg, Pennsylvania. So we're going to go to toastyroasters.com, go up there, get yourself some coffee. They have beans, they have grinds, and they have K-Cups. Tell them Drunk Eagles fans sent you. And then Cutter and Cannon. As Sig and Steve, hold up those bottles again one more time. So Sig, what is that?
I have the High Ride Bourbon, Revolutionary Spirits.
And then Steve, what is yours?
I have special thanks and shootout.
Cannon, as Sig and Steve.
I just heard feedback or something. I have the Old Glory bourbon, and it is distilled with red, white, and blue corn and aged for 7 years. This is a bold spirit as it serves a tribute to our 250 years of American history. It goes smooth over ice and makes for a tasty old fashioned. So I am going to put some over ice here, and I am now ready for the podcast.
I should have read the back of mine, but I think it says something like "fuck the British, we won."
Nice. Look at Steve
Oh,
with
that is a delight.
that classy ass ice fucking sphere.
Yeah, that's a good sign right there. It's one of them whiskey glasses you hear so much about, eh? So
I want to
Beautiful, beautiful pour, beautiful pour.
I want to know.
All right, and before we go any further, guys, as you guys know, I had a conversation today with Passyunk Avenue. Passyunk Avenue is a Philadelphia-themed sports bar in London. They have 4 locations, and as everybody else knows, the Eagles will be playing the Jaguars in London at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's probably Tottenham or something like that, but you know, I'm a Yank, so I say Tottenham. But PassyunkAvenue.com, they have Eagles Week events. Guys, they're throwing a fucking party. It's going to be like 4 days, 5 days of just an insane party. So we'll have more about that as the game draws near. We'll have some people on visiting us on the podcast, but I just wanted to throw that out there that Passyunk Avenue is the authentic sports bar. Sig, you were there before. Have you ever shared that story?
Which one? The drunken bus one?
No, the feel good one.
Oh, the feel good one. Well, I was feeling pretty good on the drunken bus one too. Anyway,
I bet you were.
So my wife and I went over back in 2018 to see the Eagles play the Jags, and it was just the one shop that they had back then. We went back over again and a couple years ago when the Phillies played over there, and they had expanded to 4 shops, and you go in. There's memorabilia everywhere. Anything that you can think of, Philly related, whatever. Anyway, so my dad had passed away back in 2015, and I heard a lot of his memorabilia. One of the things he had was a collection of Phillies prints that were that you got through the Philadelphia Bulletin back in 1964. He had every one of those prints. I believe it was 16 prints, 15 prints. He had every one but one, which is manager Gene Mauch. And so we're in this place and we're sitting there for a while, eating the cheesesteaks. I mean, everything was great. And so I decided to go up and go to the bathroom finally. And I look around and ah, all these things are around the archway on the other side of the archway from where I was. So I didn't see him at first. And I see the one that he has, and I'm like, I'm getting emotional. I'm thinking of my dad, and JP, the owner, just happened to be there, and I like, hey, how much do you want for that? I'll give you cash. I'll whatever. I mean, I got the funny cash, but I'll give you your funny cash. I'll trade you whatever. You know, and he gets a chair, pulls it up, takes it down. Here you go. And I started crying. I mean, I'm like hugging the guy. This is the greatest thing. I'm like carrying that the whole time like this, just thinking of my dad. And yeah, so it was pretty cool. It was really special. It was really special.
That's an awesome story. And when I talked to them today, the cultural ambassador, her name is Jessie, and she's from Philly. She remembered it like it was yesterday. Like she had a very crystal clear memory of that, and just, you know, actually said, you know, she'd love to see you again, and she loves the fact that story, you know, is out there. So thank you, Sig, for that. And so just remember, guys, that Passyunk Avenue is the official, it's basically the official headquarters of Drunk Eagles fans, Drunk Phils fans, Flyers fans, Sixers fans, but in this case, Drunk Sixers, Eagles fans, Jesus Christ, in the UK. So anyway, all right. So Alex has a question.
That was the photo, by the way. Sorry to.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize you had it that quick.
Yeah.
That's great.
Well, I knew I had it on my phone because I shared the story with you guys. So
that's
right.
Right.
There you go. Oh, that works.
So Sig,
that
Alex,
very much
when
so.
we going back.
Yeah, well, you know, we got to ask the travel agent, which is her, and the person who guards my pocketbook, which is also her. So I'm always willing.
You're always up for an international trip.
Yep.
So, all right, guys. So I wanted to talk about training camp. It starts tomorrow. And I had sent out a couple things that we can talk about. Is there anything like I wanted to talk about Vic Fangio's defense? The Eagles are in another year. There have been some changes on defense. But going into training camp, is there anything on the defensive side of the ball that you guys are paying attention to? Al, like, what do you either defensive backfield or like the linebacker? Like, what do you got here?
I mean, I'm excited to see this backfield with the new additions. I think we're going to be so much better than last year as far as the defensive backfield with the depth, the experience. This might be one of the best backfields we had with the new addition. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be exciting. And defensive line, it's going to be great. I mean, the defensive line is solid. I mean, I think looking at the linebacker position, we had the one spot where, a couple question marks, but I think we're going to be solid up front with the additions.
They brought Grenard in, and Grenard was a beast. He's over the last few years, he's been in double-digit sacks, and he's a guy who gets to the quarterback, which is something that the Eagles desperately need. They had a lot of pressures last year, but they weren't converting at a high rate. And I think Grenard is a guy who fucking seals the deal on those.
Yeah, we got a lot of pressures, but we were down in sacks, no doubt about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I guess the real question there is who wins the job opposite of Grenard, Jelix Hunt or Nolan Smith. I guess it really doesn't matter because they're probably going to be a rotation. One's just going to start over the other, but it should be fun.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think Fangio likes to keep his guys fresh, so I expect the rotation as well. And then in the middle of the line. They got Ty Robinson, who's in his second or third year. He's expected to contribute this year. And then obviously you got Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter in the middle. Hopefully things get settled with Carter's contract.
Yeah, do they give him one before the season starts or what?
I don't think he gets one.
So does he not play? I mean, what do you You think he plays for the next contract the way that we hope we want him to, or does he take it easy? What does he do?
I have no idea. I feel like it could be one of those like hold in situations, if you will, where he's there, he has his playbook and talking to coaches and stuff like that, but not actually doing the physical things. It's a hard situation, and it's also one of those things where it's like maybe Howie's planning on moving him in like the preseason or something like that. You never know. It is odd that you say that though, Sig, because Howie is very upfront with wanting to lock his guys up early because you usually can save money that way. And for him not to, again, he did Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis was, a year earlier, but I don't know. It's just it's interesting to me that he hasn't gotten it yet. I think they want him to play this year, but again, like if he plays and gets 20 sacks, which we would all be very, very happy about, he's going to demand like 35 a year or something like that. I don't know. What do you think, Rob?
Well, I think he's going to get paid either way.
Yep.
And whether it's the Eagles or it's somebody else, I would rather it be the Eagles. And he's a fucking game wrecker, man. He's the guy who comes up the middle and requires a double team every time. So that frees up the edges. And it also frees up Davis because Davis had a career year as far as sacks goes last year. But I want to see Carter as an Eagle. I want to see him spend most of his career, if not all of his career, in Midnight Green because he's that good. Yeah,
no doubt. I mean, he is good. I think they're going to sign him or they're going to restructure. Well, I mean, he still has this year and next year. They exercised his option, his year 5 option, which he's guaranteed $27 million.
Mm-hmm.
This year, he's only been making 1.1 million.
Jesus.
But the first 3 years of his contract, and the signing bonus was 21 million. But he's guaranteed in his 5th year, 27 million.
Right. He's not hurting. He's not hurting
No.
from, but I understand where he wants to make that generational wealth so that, that's the buzzword anymore.
What happened, and then the lightning rod was, hey, we signed Jordan Davis.
Yep.
That was a big chunk of money. Now he's like, what's left for me now?
Do you think they want him to? They want to see him mature a little bit before they do that?
I think that's definitely a big question. Yeah, that's definitely a big part of it. I'm sure.
Yeah, I imagine they want to see him mature, but I don't think that's going to prevent them from signing him. It may give them a little pause, but not to the point where it's going to create a problem. But then again, you never know. Howie does things that defy imagination and defy logic, but they always seem to work out, or at least they have recently. So I get them locked up for fuck's sake. So Fangio's defense, we're looking at, pressuring the quarterback and making plays in the defensive backfield. I think they added a couple guys. They got Rick Woolen, and then they got a couple guys in the draft. Is that what they did?
Yes.
I apologize. I don't have everything pulled up. But yeah, so hopefully the defensive backfield also has a good year. They lost Reed Blankenship, but they can make up for that.
I mean, safety is the real question. Does Makuba take a step forward? He looked like he was doing well, but then he was hurt. He broke his tibia week 12. He had shoulder, hamstring injuries. And then they have Epps and Carter. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they go in with that or if Howie goes looking somewhere else. I right now it looks like a hole, or it could be a hole. You don't want to find out early in the season, then you're kind of SOL. Right. So I don't know.
Get that squared away before the season.
Yep. And safeties, You got, like you said, we got Epps and Makuba. I hope he plays a lot better this year than he did last year. You know, he was a rookie, but
Yep.
Well, he got hurt last year, right?
He was hurt a lot.
That
He
kind
He
of
had a shoulder, he had a
but he was
hamstring,
looking
and
good.
he broke his tibia. So
Yeah, he was looking good for a while.
well, yeah, in the beginning he did play, he was aggressive, very aggressive.
Yeah,
But he did get beat a little bit.
I'll take the aggressiveness. That's kind of a good aggressive defense. We enjoy that around here. All right, so
I'd
and
like
then
to see,
yeah.
I'd like to see another battle, if you will, like in the linebacker and stuff. I'd love to see Campbell get a little bit more love in there. When he played, I thought he was a difference maker. So I'd like to see him a little bit more in there. I don't know if training camp has anything to say about that or not. That's just a random personal one that I just kind of like him.
Yeah, and he played really well last year. And then what was it? Nolan Smith or Nakobe Dean got healthy, and then all of a sudden he was a special
Yeah.
teamer, and that was
Mhm.
kind of frustrating because he was like really standing out.
Yeah, it was.
he's
know,
coming
It
off
was.
shoulder surgery right now, isn't he?
Now he
Yeah,
is.
he had off season stuff too. So yeah.
And then Sma
Absolutely.
Mondon is I think he's a pleasant surprise as well. I think he's somebody who can contribute on this defense.
I mean, I think Chance is going to get every chance. Obviously, they're going to give him every chance to get that. I mean, to be in that rotation, and
Mhm.
hopefully he takes that.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be great.
As well as
And
we
then-
got, I mean, Jeremiah Trotter Jr.
Hopefully, yeah.
He's been progressively getting better, which is
Mhm,
good.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean he's a good guy to have as like a backup, and then he's a good special teamer. I don't know if he's a guy I want on the field first and second down, or even those third downs. He's undersized. He's not as big as his dad was.
Yeah, I don't think he's big enough.
Yeah, and so like I guess he's quick, but he's not like lightning quick. So yeah, so that's the defense. On the offensive side of the ball, we got a new offensive coordinator, Sean Mannion, and again, we probably talked about this the last time, but it's been like 2 months. Everybody's the knock is going to be that Jalen Hurts has yet another offensive coordinator, and he doesn't know how to read a playbook, and he lost AJ Brown. So everybody thinks that this offense is going to take a step back. Do you guys agree? What do you guys feel this offense is capable of?
I mean, I think, considering last year, I mean, I think offensively we were not that great offensively last year. That was due to like a bunch of reasons, our offensive line, injuries. I think we can only get better. I think Mannion's is going to be great. I think everything that we've been hearing out of camp and the off season is their relationship is great. He likes him a lot. He likes his offense. It's good, if he's happy, I mean everything's going to be fine. I'm not nervous about it.
How many years has Hurts been here now?
2020 was his rookie year.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this will be 7, I guess.
Okay, so 6 seasons, we went to 2 Super Bowls. Has it bothered him that much? I mean, the other 4 years, okay, a couple of them were really pretty bad, but they're pretty bad offensive coordinators.
No.
I mean, Mannion's from the Shanahan LaFleur coaching tree.
Yep.
He's played under other, big name coaches like McVay and Kubiak, both Kubiaks. I don't know. I think he probably has a pretty good idea how to run an offense. The question comes down now, are they going to mesh? And you're also throwing in a new offensive line coach,
Right.
Chris Cooper,
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, it's a whole new offense, all new offensive coaches, but the actual players are the same. They all know each other. They all know each other's tendencies. They all know how to play off each other. I mean, the biggest question is Hurts is going to be more under center. He's usually in the shotgun. He's going to have to throw on the run, which he hasn't done a whole lot. And more over the middle, which I don't know if that was his fault or the game plan fault, the previous game plan fault. I think they'll be okay, but I think there'll be a learning curve. And not playing in the preseason is a terrible idea.
Yeah.
And I think the first 3 or 4 games are going to be pretty touch and go.
That's what I was just going to say. September may end up being like we may come out of September wanting
always the
to roll.
preseason.
Right.
Well, I mean, the year we won the Super Bowl, we were 2-2 in September. We looked pretty bad.
Right.
And then we went on an incredible run. Everything kind of gelled after that. And that's last year. We didn't look great in the first handful of games. I don't think. That's just a lack of. I want to say spring training because I'm
reps.
still in baseball.
You just need reps, man.
Yeah.
You need the reps, and you need the first team reps with the other first teamers.
Yeah.
I'm encouraged with Mannion. I think, we all know I was a big AJ guy, and I am a little fearful of not having him. However, I think it's good having a coach come in that wasn't here last year, the year before, and didn't deal with that drama. So he doesn't know nor care. That's not his problem. It's not his business. He's going to come in and conduct business as he wants to, as starting his offensive coordinator career. This is a big step for him. He's very excited about it, rightfully so. And I think that this offense could do something with it. And the Packers wouldn't have been like, I'm encouraged because the Packers were very, very angry that he left. And obviously he left because he got a promotion. He was a QB coach. Now he's an offense coordinator. Packers were upset. Packers were grooming him, wanting him to be like their next head coach or whatever. So that's high praise for somebody who's very young, hasn't really been coaching in the NFL that long. And from what analysts are saying and stuff, like the Eagles have like a steal with this. And I think it's nice to have like a younger guy come in rather than, let's call it what it is. That job was given to Kevin Pluto. You know what I mean? That job was given to him. He didn't really earn that. And rightfully so. We all see it. We all saw what happened. So I think this is going to be, I agree with Sig in the fact that I love to have the players play in the preseason. I think we all remember that Donovan McNabb TO in the preseason first pass, like it was 80 some yards and it was wonderful, but they don't do that anymore. So September is essentially your preseason. So hopefully the plays are easy to understand.
I think the biggest thing, the adjustment that we're going to see is with the play calling and how this offense starts to mesh with all the motion that we're going to see.
Yeah.
Getting the play call, getting on the ball, running the play with all the motion. So you might see some hiccups with, some penalties, not getting the play off in time, but that's probably going to be like the biggest change that we're going to see, which is good. We have, with all our quick, shifty receivers that we have right now, he's going to be using all of them. So
they really are fucking loaded at the receiver position. Like, I know we lost AJ, but Jesus Christ,
Yeah, let's talk about that. We
What-
have a lot of wide receivers.
All right. So what makes you think we're loaded other than just having a lot?
all
We
right,
have one
so-
guy that's a known quantity.
So we have Hollywood Brown, who he's not
800 years old.
He's not that
He
old.
is not. He's like
No.
He's not that old.
27.
8 years.
He's young,
He's 20.
man.
He's 29 years old.
he's fast.
Listen, he only has to have one good year for me to give a shit. Like I
He's
don't
only
care.
under contract for 1
Yeah, I don't care what he does next year. So we got Hollywood Brown, and I'm just going to name like the players that I think are going to be like
challenging
difference
for
makers.
a
We got
spot,
Makai
yeah.
Lemon. Elijah Moore, I think, is a solid. Like, that guy can get numbers. He can volume. He can stack up receptions. And then with Devontae, And then we also have Dontavian Wicks. And Dontavian Wicks is a deep threat. He's not great, but he's fast. And when he was one of those guys that, like, you know, if your fantasy team has him, he's like feast or famine, but he might get you 150, 100 yards and maybe a touchdown or two out of nowhere. And that's, I'll take that.
Wicks does everything well for the most part, except catch the ball.
Oh,
So I'm one of the guys that have had him the last couple of years in fantasy. I'm not saying I don't like him. All right. He runs great routes. He can block and everything, but he has the dropsies. You know, you see him with like 8 or 9 targets and, you know, 1 catch, and then you see some highlights. Now he drops the ball. I'm not saying he's going to, you know, that he's going to bring that with him. But that was his issue, and that's why they gave up on him.
Right.
You know,
well, at least he knows where improvement needs to go.
I don't disagree with, you know, we have a lot of guys that have talent. I don't know who the number 3 is going to be right now. I think it's going to be Wicks.
I do too.
But I mean, I like Moore. I was always a big Hollywood. I used to try to get Hollywood.
Are you slotting Lemon in as number 2?
Yeah, I have Lemon right now as number 2, but only because he's the new shiny toy.
Yep.
I think he's going to be an over the middle kind of guy more than anything.
He's
going to be all over the place.
Yeah, he's 5'11", so it's not like he's this big guy, this big target. And I remember after the draft, and we were talking about this, and Al, you had mentioned that this guy's a crisp route runner,
and he doesn't. And he does not drop the ball.
Right, and that's a guy who can run routes and catch. Like clearly that's helpful compared to like someone like when Sig's saying like Dontavian Wicks. How I am looking at the roster right now, guys, and I don't know if this is a typo. If he's there, bumped. This is nuts because he hasn't played since 2023. But Quez Watkins is on the roster.
There. Mm-hmm.
That's phenomenal. You know what? Yep. I hope he fucking goes for 900 yards and 6 touchdowns this year.
I mean, I would say like I'm interested again with the offense because I'm really hoping that they're able to get the ball to the running backs, to Saquon and to Tank. I mean, like if you're able to like pass those off, I mean, if you have 5 wide receivers, I mean, like I think even all the main guys that we said, I honestly don't think they're all going to be here because I mean you still got to have like Britton Covey's probably going to make the team because he's going to be the returner.
Yeah, and he's definitely on the team.
So like. I mean, I don't know if you're going to have Moore and Brown and both of them make it. I mean, hell, that'd be awesome having your either Hollywood Brown or Elijah Moore as your 5. Are you kidding me? That would be insane. But I mean, I don't know if all these guys are even. I don't know if they have enough room for all of them. Especially like we don't know if they are planning on throwing to the tight ends more or throwing to the running backs more. I mean, hell, you drafted a tight end in the 2nd round, so clearly, you know, they're thinking about something with that, you know?
Yeah, I think the plan is spread it around.
Well, I mean, our 2 tight ends, Dallas Goedert and Eli Stowers, they're going to, I mean, I don't know how you're going to cover all these guys.
I think that's what I agree with you, Al. I think it's one of those things where they're like, all right, screw it. We'll just throw like 4 or 5 people out there and just run. Just run and Jalen throw it to somebody because somebody's going to be double covered. Somebody's going to be open. I just the amount of talent that we were just talking about with these wide receivers, like they're all names, like actual names, not like not a name you would say for a 5th for a 5th round or a 5th depth chart wide receiver.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good problem to have. Like, you know, it's better to have too many people going into and not too many.
Britton Covey might be the odd man out.
If he is, then who's your return man? Is it does Hollywood Brown return kicks? I mean, he's 72 years old, but I mean, can he return kicks? According to Sid.
I said 800, but probably closer to 72.
We probably got a running back who can return kicks, don't we? Will Shipley can return kicks.
Shipley's done it in the past.
Yeah. Tank Bigsby, he's another one. He's gotten back there and returned. We got Elijah Mitchell too. All right. So, all right. Offense, defense, guys. I want to talk about. All right, and I'm not trying to be like sports talk radio here, but this conversation is fairly popular. But we're going to talk about the coach, the head coach, Nick Sirianni, and do we consider him an elite head coach?
All right, can I jump on this real
Please
quick?
do. Please
Okay.
do.
All right, overall in NFL history, no fucking way. Get the fuck out of here. All right, relax. Any other answer? Just
Not all time great, but just elite,
Okay,
as in
I know.
right now.
All right. Currently, well, I looked up some stats. He's 65-30. He had 95 games. It's small sample size, 65-30. So that's a 684 win percentage. So I did a little AI search, put in those parameters, 95 games, active coaches. He's number one.
Yes.
Number one with the 684. Number two is Jim Harbaugh at 668. Number three is our old friend Andy Reid at 638. So elite, I don't know elite, but win percentage wise, he's the best coach, active coach right now with the small sample size.
Okay.
Go ahead, Al.
I mean, elite. That word is so.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
so.
you. That was my question.
It's a baiting word. It's a word that baits people.
Yeah, it's a lightning rod.
It is so overused and yeah. Go ahead.
Thank you.
That's it. He's a good coach. He's a manager. You know, he puts things together. He's doing something right. The players like him.
Yeah, he's a player's coach, and they like him. There you go. Bingo. Yep.
He builds relationships.
Yep.
Time will tell. But he's on his way to eliteness with the, he's on his way there with that record.
Super Bowl win.
It's funny again. Two Super Bowl appearances in I don't know 6 or 7 years, and every year it's like, are they going to fire him? He's on the hot seat. I love
it. I love it.
I mean, me personally, I say no that he's not elite. Don't mind me here. I'm just
I said
a little refill.
Hey, he's a good coach, but when he fucks up, he really fucks up.
He does.
So I think
that's true.
With being a quote unquote, I don't see him as an elite coach. But again, the players like him, and his record stands for himself. However, you could call him elite, but let's say the Eagles were to go, I don't know, 7-9 this year, or 7-10 with the 17-game schedule. 7-10 or 8-9. You don't make the playoffs. You're under 500. It's the first year that he would be under 500. Let's say they do the Doug Peterson in his first year under 500. They fire him. Is somebody knocking down the door to bring him in? I think that's more or less the question, because if nobody is coming to knock down the door for him, like, can you call someone elite? You can have all these wins. Like, I don't know if I see Nick Sirianni as a guy to turn around a bad team. I understand that, when Doug got fired, we were 5-12 or something like that. But that team wasn't bad. I mean, you still had pieces, and then you got Devontae in 2020. That made life a heck of a lot easier. But in 2020 and then 21, yeah. I just think I don't think people would be knocking down the door to have him. Me personally, I don't think he is the greatest coach or anything like that. But my opinion doesn't matter. The players like him, and the Eagles are winning games. And he has some sort of elixir or something in that building that everyone's drinking the Kool-Aid. And apparently they're winning, and they haven't missed the playoffs with having them. So what the hell do I know? So I don't think he is. His record is. But again, if push came to shove, do you think, with what happened like this year with like the Buffalo Bills, do you think the Buffalo Bills would go like right after him? Do you think the Cleveland Browns would go after him to have Nick Sirianni do a rebuild and actually, think he could get them to the playoffs? Like, you think about that.
I think just about any team would have, like, if he were on the market this past year, and we'll talk about some of the new coaches that are or the new jobs, I should say, because they're not all new coaches. There are some retreads. But I think everyone would have been in the Sirianni market. He's a Super Bowl winner.
You do?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
What about you guys? You guys think that too? Am I the one out in left field?
Just look around in the NFL. I mean, there's so many people getting fired, and there's so many there's so much turnover. And you sent that list of new coaches. You see that? Are they all great coaches? No.
Right.
I don't. I mean, they're good coaches. They're in the NFL. They're good. Are they great? Probably not. I mean, some of the way, like the Eagles are good, because of the organization. You got Howie. You got a great owner. They're top notch. Cleveland's
it's just a terrible organization.
It's a terrible organization.
Right.
Poor choices, poor owners. We're lucky to have this ownership and Jeffrey Lurie and Howie. And I think the way the Eagles structure things and they manage things is, hey, they're not putting all the emphasis on Nick Sirianni. He has a great supporting cast. He would not be as good as he is without Howie Roseman and all the things that he does and his owner, So
yeah, I mean they hired Vic was it Vic or they hired it was Jim Schwartz. Jim Schwartz was already in place when they hired Nick, and Jim Schwartz was the defensive coordinator of the first Super Bowl team. So I mean, and I don't know that Nick picks his own coaches at this point. I think that's coming from upstairs, which means that it's an organizational thing. That's a little concerning, but I don't have any doubt in my mind that at least half of the teams in the NFL would just hand the keys over to Nick and let him fucking run the show.
I think he would have his pick of the openings.
Yeah.
Really? So I really am in left field. I'm the only one that thinks that he wouldn't be able to get a second job. Okay. No, that's good. We want to have differing opinions. Okay.
I want to.
But Al was right. It's the organization. I mean, it's the ownership. I don't know if you guys remember the prior owners at Bremen or Toes. I mean,
yes.
It's night and day.
There was no fucks given.
It's night and day.
Steve, maybe it's the bourbon. What proof is it? What's the proof?
Yeah, we got 45%.
So it's 90 proof.
90 proof. Yeah.
Okay. How about yours, Sig?
Does a good job.
Same thing. Yeah.
All right, you guys.
Does a good job.
I'm patiently waiting. I want to try them.
Yep.
Yeah.
They'll get you some.
Cutter and Cannon Spirits. They're in Westchester.
Good time.
All right, guys, real quick. I just want to, we did not talk about this. We did not prepare for this, but I want to bring something up and I want to discuss this with you guys.
Uh-oh.
I feel like we're in trouble. Yeah.
Guys, do you want to party with this guy?
I do, actually, yeah.
Do you want to party with this guy? Look how happy he is. This is going to cost him a lot. And this motherfucker is just in a good mood.
The only thing missing is douchebag written on his forehead.
We could probably make that happen. It just seriously, guys, he was in Wisconsin.
What else are you going to do in Wisconsin? Drink beer and fucking eat cheese.
They do that there.
Yeah,
they definitely do that there.
I heard somebody say, and I don't know if it was radio or TV or wherever, but they said, how are you going to get pulled over for drunk driving in Wisconsin? Everybody in Wisconsin is driving drunk.
True. It's true.
So he had to be.
Maybe he wasn't drunk enough.
He had to be a special kind of fucking hammered in order to get pulled. So just, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sober. As a guy who had a DUI in my lifetime, I know how shitty it makes you feel. So I do feel for this guy, but he was a fucking cowboy. So fuck him.
Mhm. It's on a bridge too. Like, you got pulled over on a damn bridge. Like, come on, man, you swerving on a bridge? I never understood this. I never understood this. When you have these high paying, like, he makes more as a commentator than he did as a player.
He
You have
probably
all
lost
this
his job
money.
at CBS.
You have
I
all this
did.
money.
Oh.
It's the players. They have a ride service that will come and pick your ass up and take you home. There's no reason for somebody like a commentator like Tony Romo or any of like the Eagles or anything. And it's not just the Eagles that have it. All these teams have these like ride share things and stuff where like, just hit the button. We will pick your drunk ass up or high, whatever, and we will take you home. And it costs you nothing. It's like part of your work. There's no reason for them to get these DUIs. And you're right. This could cost him, at least if not his job, maybe the number one spot with CBS. Like, I don't know. Like, there has to be some sort of ramifications, wouldn't you think?
So Al, you said you don't think this cost him his job. Why is that? Is that what you were saying?
I mean, I don't think so. I don't think so. It's CBS. I hate CBS. I hate those AFC games.
This is true.
So this is an unpopular opinion. What I'm going to say, and so Steve, I'm taking your left field, and I actually like him as a color guy.
I did. He was good. When he first started, he was good.
Now he doesn't shut the fuck up.
He got weird.
I'm with Rob. I liked him at first, which shocked me. And then now I was with Rob with the first 2 years, and now I'm with Al, where I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Like, he's called the plays before they even like come out on the field. Like, he knows everything. Like, shut up.
Yeah, but he's right. Most often than not, he's right.
He used to be.
So
I think
good
I
when
heard him
he's
say.
wrong.
I do think I remember last year him saying that they were going to bunt at one point. So, you know, they were going to
maybe it's the alcohol. He's not drinking enough or something. I don't know.
It's
So
a possibility.
The funny thing was he was in Wisconsin. He's from Wisconsin, and he was playing in a golf tournament.
Yeah.
And he finished 73rd place.
That's
Out
why
of how many? Do you know?
Now,
Probably 73.
Out of
Right.
70.
Do you think he got drunk because he finished 73rd, or do you think he finished 73rd because he got drunk?
That's a good question.
Right?
A little column A, a little column B on that
Right.
one.
I think we have a poll for the page.
There you go.
So yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. I had kind of forgotten about it, and then I just remembered it, and I was like, let me see if I can do a presentation. So,
I heard he came in first place at the 19th hole.
That's right. That's right. He
I've
was,
been
probably,
there.
he was probably doing keg stands and shit.
Love
All
the
right, guys.
19th hole.
All right. So and then the other
Stig has
guy-
this smirk on his face. He does not want to comment.
I think it's hilarious when any of these guys, whatever. I mean, and you know, we threw the question out there to come up with an idea or whatever, or you know, the Vabro and Rossi or any of these guys, they think they're friggin' smarter. They're not going to get caught. They're better, and you know, they wind up with a mugshot like that.
Right.
I mean, like you said, he looks fucking happy. All right. I mean, you know,
he was probably signing autographs.
It's not good. It's not good, but it is
signing autographs, and he was yucking it up with those cops. You know, he was.
They probably pulled him over because they recognized him, then realized he was drunk.
More than likely, they were like, "We have to do this," and he was like,
cowboy
you know what?
profiling, man.
He's like, you know what? I'm gonna be on the fucking Instagram doing this. I'm gonna be all over the Snapchat or whatever it is.
I want to know how the Kingston Police Department would handle this.
Yes. How
You
about
told me.
are
That's
they
what I
still
wanted.
here?
Question.
Comment.
Can we get a comment, Kingston?
Yeah, we need a comment. How would they handle this? You took that
Oh,
right out of my
wait,
mouth.
That's he's not. They're not talking about the. I think that was about Nick Sirianni.
Yeah, that was about Sirianni. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, Kingston Police.
They're always helping us out.
If you guys
Chime
are still around,
How would you handle a celebrity pullover? A celebrity stop?
Like tell us the PC, by the book answer, and then give us the real answer.
Yeah.
So guys, there's another one in the news recently. Up, light them up.
Is that a face? Oh,
He just covered his face.
Like, there you go.
Oh, we would post
Those
it.
are our
Very
friends.
nice. Very
Those
nice.
are our friends.
That's what we're looking
That's who
for.
we
Thank
love.
you. And you know what, guys? Don't ever speed through fucking Kinston, because our boys are going to pull you over, and they're going to lock you up just like fucking they would with Tony Romo.
Hey, they're open and honest about it.
Goddamn right. And they also give us advice about pissing into a sink,
Yeah.
which according to them is frowned upon.
Yes.
unless it's your own.
A lesson learned.
The other
Can we just pull him over for being Tony Romo and he's Dallas?
okay,
Mhm.
so they said no cowboy is walking away from that, and they're absolutely true, absolutely right. However, we know that most cowboys, Tony Romo was drinking, but like if you pull over Michael Irvin, like it's fucking cloud of dust coming out of that car. Man.
Mm-hmm.
That dude is still banging rails. Like that dude is still partying his ass off, because when he was at the All-Star game at Citizens Bank
Yeah.
recently, he looked like he was just
Them videos.
Did you see the
Yeah.
videos of him at the national championship game, Miami?
yes,
that one.
yes.
Oh wow, the University of Miami. He
He
was,
was sweaty as shit.
fired up.
He was
He was
sweaty
lit.
as shit.
It was Christmas in July. It was Christmas in what? January, February.
That's right.
What was that game?
That is the U way.
It snows.
Yeah, I can't make it.
It always snows where he's at.
This is like a video. Let me see. Right, exactly. It's fucking wherever he's at, Wisconsin
snows.
or not, it's fucking snowing. All right, and then something else happened in regards to traffic. We had I just read, was it today, this morning, Kyle Shanahan got in a pretty bad car accident. He
Yeah, I heard about
might
that.
miss some time. Like,
Yeah, he got banged up pretty good.
Yeah,
Broken ribs, busted up nose.
yeah.
you know.
There aren't a whole lot of details about the accident itself.
Supposedly, no alcohol or drugs were
Which is-
involved. He
which
was
is-
sober.
I don't think that's surprising. He doesn't seem like the type. Romo does, but yeah, man, that sucks. I really hope he's okay, but I hope he forgets how to coach. Because we go to San Fran the last week of the year, and it would be nice to not have to go out there and like all of a sudden he's like fucking Rain Man and calling plays out his ass, and hopefully he jarred something loose, but it's not football related.
Yeah.
So I guess get well, Kyle Shanahan.
Absolutely.
All right.
Get
Yeah, that
well.
would be helpful.
Yeah, we don't
That
want
part.
anybody hurt. We don't want anybody.
Hope he doesn't have amnesia.
Exactly. Well, if he does, he can forget what we just said. All right,
What
guys.
about-
So let's.
What
Go
about? Do you hear about Eric Bieniemy's family?
All right, let's talk about this because
So I heard it was over a hot
Yeah,
pocket.
week 17 football.
The kid wanted a hot pocket. And it's
how old's the kid? First of all?
27.
And it was it really about a hot pocket, or are you joking around?
No, he found that his mom was sleeping with the enemy. No,
Oh,
No, that's fucking
too old.
phenomenal. No,
Too
that's
soon.
phenomenal.
too old.
I was not prepared for that.
Too
It's
old.
a dad joke, but it's also perfect.
Yeah. Well, I
Um,
know, but no one laughed. You all looked at me like those glassy eyes, like my kids when I told them a dad
stunned.
joke.
It was like I got hit with a fucking
Fucking-
sucker punch,
And
and you just kind of respect it.
no, there's
Yeah.
actually there's no last I saw there was
Whatever.
there's no other story. It was the son was arrested, 27 years old. He plugged her a couple times evidently, and
Yep.
I don't know what it was for.
but she's
Yeah,
still
yeah.
alive. She's still alive, right?
She's still
Yes.
alive.
She's still good.
That's a shame though, man. That's
It's
that's
sad.
rough.
It
That's
is,
rough.
and I gotta say, shit follows Andy Reid, man. Like I guess
Oh, yeah.
when you're around this long and you're around this many people and you hold such a high position in your field, I think it's bound to happen. But I mean, these people were close to him, you know, and it's I feel for Bieniemy, and I feel for his wife, and I feel for his son, and the whole. But then you look at Andy, and you're like, this guy's he's constantly going out,
Yeah, ain't
fucking
that the
having to
damn
explain something. Yeah. Now didn't something happen with Bieniemy a couple years ago? Was there something else that happened with him? I don't think it was his son. I think it was Bieniemy, and he was getting passed over for head coaching jobs. And
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a character related issue that they were saying.
He finally, I think it was one of those things he finally just gave up because like he was tired of being behind Andy Reid, because Andy Reid was never going to like go, and he took the OC job with Washington, because I
Right.
remember that. And then I think that was his thought was, okay, Washington at the time, not a very good organization. So I think he kind of had the idea of like, all right, I'll go here, and then maybe I can be a head coach here. But I don't remember anything bad happening, if you will. It's just
I'd
that
have to do some research.
I don't think they were just good. I think they had injuries, and I just think they just didn't have a good offense that year. I can't remember what year it was, but
yeah, I
I
don't
don't
know.
think he did anything bad.
So I just that's really like, it's heartbreaking when a fucking son like shoots his mom.
Yeah, that's pretty bad stuff. It's sad.
Yeah. All right. So this is a downer. Yeah. All right. So let's talk about the new head coaches, guys. We got 10 of them. Some of these guys have already been coaches in the league. So we're just going to kind of run through, and I just wanted to talk about like who's going to have success and who's going to have like the most success and who's going to have the least success. So we'll start off with Mike LaFleur. Well, it's Mike LaFleur in Arizona, Kevin Stefanski in Atlanta, Jesse Minter in Baltimore, Joe Brady in Buffalo, Todd Monken in Cleveland, Clint Kubiak in Vegas, Jeff Hafley in Miami, John Harbaugh with the Giants, Mike McCarthy with Pittsburgh, and Robert Saleh in Tennessee. So out of those 10 guys, who can you see having the most success this season?
Who wants to go?
I can go. I really don't care about this topic. I hope they all suck.
Well, all right.
It's true that.
But-
I would say don't say success.
I
Improvement.
guarantee you, out of the 10, that Mike McCarthy in Pittsburgh has the best year. He's home. I'm not a huge Aaron Rodgers fan right now, but I think the offense is actually decent. The defense has gotten a little better, but I just think Mike McCarthy at home, I think he's probably going to have the best team. I don't think the Giants are good enough yet. The good coaches, if they inherit a good team, I don't know a whole lot about Minter, so I don't know there. Arizona just fucking sucks.
True.
I don't think it matters.
So I don't see them doing much, especially with Brisket, with Brissett, even with his new contract, whatever. Stefanski is actually the other one. I don't know. He's got a double-headed quarterback issue right now, and you know how that goes. Although I like Bijan Robinson and London and Pitts, I like some of those guys on that team, but I don't know. The two quarterbacks is going to haunt them all year.
Yeah, they have some talent there.
They do.
What do you got, Al?
I mean, I think the most improved. I think Stefanski in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say Harbaugh because they're fuck the Giants.
Yeah, I'm right.
I think they'll be much improved. He's a good coach, but I think Stefanski will have the most success out of this crew.
What do you know?
And he's a Philly guy, so
that's right.
He is.
Yeah.
That's right. I do remember that now. Yeah.
St. Joe, it played at St. Joe's Prep, played at University of Penn. His father was a GM for the 76ers at
That's
one
right.
point. So he,
That's
I've coached for a while. I coached at St. Joe's Prep before, and I actually coached him when I was there. So he's a great guy. I wish him all the success. So yeah,
Okay.
he's he was had a shit show to deal with Cleveland. That
Mhm.
ownership fucked him up and down. So I think he's going to have a lot of success down there.
Yeah, I'm going to go with just because I believe he's being put in the best situation, I'm going to go Joe Brady with Buffalo. When you're getting, you get a job and you get Josh Allen as your quarterback, that's not a half bad deal and stuff. So I think he's going to do well. I think behind him, I agree with Al. I think Kevin Stefanski is going to do well in Atlanta. Kevin Stefanski did well in Cleveland. It was the organization that messed him up, not him.
Yeah.
I think he's a good coach, and I think going to Atlanta, I think it's going to be a good situation for him. I'm actually pretty excited for that. But I think Joe Brady is going to do the best. Worst, definitely going to be that Jeff Hartley guy or Hafley, whatever, in Miami. Miami is going to be tanking for
Oh, they have
God
nothing,
knows
too. Yeah.
how freaking long. That team is garbage, just straight up hot garbage, and they know it and they don't care. They're gonna. I would not be shocked if they went like 3-14. Like I think Miami is going to be awful, new coach or not. I mean, look at what happened last year, and now they can't sign no one because they're paying all that dead money to Tua. You know what I mean? Like Miami is going to be bad. I really believe they're going to be a bad team. So
Oh, yeah,
again,
agree.
I don't know anything about him coaching wise. I'm just looking at situations, and that's why I'm going Joe Brady, because I think he's put in a good situation. Got a great quarterback, got a great team, got a brand new stadium, and everything like that. And then bad situation is you're the Dolphins coach.
How many Super Bowls does Josh Allen have?
He has not gone to any.
That's correct.
That's right. So I think it's funny talking about Stefanski, how he went from a situation in Cleveland where he had no quarterbacks because he had several, and he's going to Atlanta where he has multiple quarterbacks. He has two lefties too, which is a little weird.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
It's just a strange setup. It rarely would you have a lefty and then like a lefty starter and then a lefty backup. But I guess lefties are more common now. But in terms of like who I expect to see a lot of improvement out of, it's going to be Kubiak in Las Vegas for a couple of reasons. I think that having Mendoza there, I'm not sure if he's going to start right away, but he'll probably be starting within a few weeks.
I don't think they're going to start him right away.
Yeah, but I by week 6 they may have to.
Right.
You know what I mean? But and he's he was impressive last year at Indiana. He was like, he just had like a fucking dream season. So I kind of think he'll translate. I think he'll be a decent pro. And also because he's a Kubiak. And for some, these guys are like Shanahan's and fucking like the names, like these guys just know offense.
Gruden's.
Right. Well, I wouldn't go that far. Like Gruden's offense is I'm gonna take off my helmet and run straight at you with my fucking the crown of my head. And like LaFleur, you got Mike LaFleur, Matt LaFleur, like these guys understand offense. But I think Kubiak in Vegas is going to do some things that kind of surprise people. I'd have to look at their roster, but I do like Ashton Genty. There you go. So
The running back.
Yeah. Between him and Mendoza, I think they've got a couple good pieces, and they got Brock Bowers out there. So if they have anything of an offensive line, they should be able to move the ball, and then we'll see what how their defense is and all that. So I'll go Kubiak as far as like the most improvement, and then in terms of the worst, I think Monken in Cleveland. Like, A, who the fuck is Todd Monken? and B, they're in fucking Cleveland. So you got no shot, kid. You got no shot.
Actually, on that note, Rob, with you had said like something that you were like looking at like league wide and stuff that would be like interesting and stuff. I'm interested in two quarterback competitions, and one of them you just mentioned with Cleveland, with you got Deshaun Watson, and you got Shedeur Sanders, and you have what was it, Dylan Gabriel.
Yep.
So it's like I mean, out of the three, I don't think Gabriel really has a shot, even though I think he was drafted higher. I think it's going to be Deshaun Watson. I mean, like, this is the last year of like guaranteed money.
Something about him just rubs me the wrong way.
Well, everything. Yeah, I bet rub is the big word on that one.
Thank
Again,
you.
he's only like, he's been out for like 3 years and all those things. Like, he's just 30 now. I mean, like, if he actually, and I don't think he's going to do well. I really don't. I think he will win the job, and I don't think he's going to do well, in all honesty. And I think that's probably going to be like it for him, if you will. And then the other one I was looking at is the the Minnesota one with JJ McCarthy and Kyler Murray. I think Kyler's going to win that one, and
they both suck.
I think Kyler Murray stinks.
They both stink.
I think he stinks.
He's horrible.
Like, I think McCarthy's okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm interested in both of these QB battles, because I'm like, if you win, did you win?
Right.
Like,
right. But you know what? I want to throw to Justin Jefferson. This guy's career is going to get wasted playing with shitty quarterbacks, and that's a shame because he's fucking great. And
Can I use this for a leadway after you're done?
Oh, absolutely. By all means, why don't just do it now?
With Sigs wanted to bring up the quarterbacks.
For the Eagles, yeah.
For the Eagles, so lead into that. So I mean, we talked about, obviously our starting quarterback's going to be Jalen Hurts. Now, what's going on with Tanner McKee and the other guys? So
Andy Dalton, yeah.
Peyton, the dude they drafted,
and Dayton. I mean,
Peyton, yeah.
So is Tanner McKee? He's still trade bait. He's not going to be a backup quarterback. I think hopefully he gets traded, and we get something good for him. And all these teams we're talking about, like the Cardinals, they need a quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, when and who, there's a few teams out there that could use backups: Jets, Steelers, Dolphins, Cardinals. I mean, they got Brissett starting, so yeah. But I don't know. I don't know. Are the Eagles better off with McKay as the backup over Dalton? Is Peyton good? Is it Peyton or Peyton? Right?
Peyton.
Is he going to be even on the?
He might be a practice squad.
Might be practice squad. Eagles have done that before. Draft a guy, put him on a practice squad, and they lose him, but it happens. So I don't know. I'm just really curious who's going to be the number two. And I mean, this is his last year, so he won't be around next year. So I move him for something, but I think I'd rather have McKee as my backup than Andy Dalton. Even though Dalton did okay last year.
Is that right? He's going into his 38th season.
He's like 810.
Yeah,
he is 38. I think.
Yeah, he's 38 in his 16th season.
Making money, man.
Yep, doing it, pulling the old Joe Flacco, if you will. I agree with you, Sig. I would rather have Tanner McKee as the backup quarterback. However, I just have a feeling that Tanner's the one who's getting traded and Andy Dalton will be the backup. I don't know why I have that feeling.
Well, you couldn't take the pick.
I would rather have Tanner McKee as the backup, because I feel like Tanner McKee has a closer skill set to Jalen Hurts, which I always like that if you're trying to have a quarterback who's kind of like on like the same level, if you will, whereas Andy Dalton and Jalen are probably as far away from each other as you could have. It's kind of like when you had McNown and Carson, and I was like, I'm like, oh man, this is going to be bad. Carson would take off for 18 yards or something like that. McCown travel 18 yards to go 3 yards. Like it would take forever. It'd be the same amount of time. So it's one of those things. I'd love to have Tanner, but something tells me they're going to trade him, and it's going to be Andy Dalton.
What are you going to get for McKay? What do you think?
I think you can get a 3. Honestly, I think you get a 3. You got to do it.
So you traded a 7 to get Andy Dalton.
Right.
You think you're in the end you're going to move up from 7 to 5?
That's my guess.
Yeah.
Is that maybe they can get a 5? It probably is.
I mean, if we can get a 3, that would be awesome. But I mean, the biggest question is why bring in Andy Dalton?
Yeah.
Yes, that's my question. Wow.
So why?
Well, yeah, because Dalton doesn't know this offense. It's not like he was fucking backing up.
Nobody does, right? It's new.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like he was. It's not like he played in that system.
Right.
And
maybe it's similar.
But
I don't know. I agree with you 100%.
I assume that Dalton is a quick study. He's been around the league for a really long time, so he knows a lot about offense. So it could just be having sort of like a coach as your backup. But I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be the backup or if he's trade bait. I think they're going to trade McKee for all the reasons that we laid out, like where this is his last season under contract. They can get more for him, I think, than Dalton. But I think it also depends on what happens with other teams, like who gets hurt, who fucking has a just absolutely terrible fucking camp and preseason, and what the other teams need.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen, we're right up against it. We're over an hour. So anything else before we take off?
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Do we know when our next guy is going to be?
Hold on. What's that? Our next show?
Yeah.
Yes, our next show is. Well, right now I have it as August 6th. So it's next Thursday.
And you hockey fans, tomorrow night, Drunk Flyers fan.
That's right.
Do we know when our
DFF on
next
ice.
pod's going to be?
Tomorrow night.
All right, we could.
Drunk Flyers fans tomorrow night. Drunk
Up
Phillies
first.
fans Thursday night.
You might see familiar faces.
That's right. And then on the 6th, we have Birds on Tap. On the 8th, we have DPF on tap. And on the 11th, we have another Flyers podcast, DFF on Ice. So we got a lot of shows coming up, guys. Don't forget, check out Toasty Roasters, check out Cutter and Cannon, and check out Passyunk Ave. They're in London, the official, unofficial headquarters for Drunk Eagles fans in the UK. And they got, I'm going to start putting out some information.
We'll be around
about their, I'm going to start putting out some information about the Eagles week that they've got coming up. It's going to be a fucking huge party out there.
They should pay to have us all go over, man. Over on
Absolutely.
the Concord. And
all right, well, I'm pretty sure they're watching. So
stay
guys,
in Buckingham Palace, and
that's
you
right.
know, and I can drink with my, I like tea.
Is that a safe haven for all Drunk Eagles fans?
From what I understand, yes.
The
They
last
have
time-
4
you can put me in
locations.
some.
So
you
if you
can
get
put me-
kicked out of one location, I think you can just go to the other one.
Yeah, pretty much. It's yeah.
You can just put me up. You can just put me up in a shanty. I'll be fine. Don't listen. I'm fine with that. Give me a cardboard box. As long as you get me there, we'll be good.
Yep.
All right.
A lot of fun.
All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to try to play us out with a little jam.
We know this isn't going to work.
All right. Well, let's see.
It's good.
All right. So now I can't hold it. This was a bad choice. All right, guys. Fuck the Cowboys. Go Birds. Peace.
Go Birds. Dallas sucks.
Go Birds. Love you all.